Did a few things off the stream for. I raw dogged my Avalon. I did a little bit of PvP stuff for the heck of it. Got some crossbow bolts and shit. Nothing too exciting. Current soul memory, for anybody who wants to do co-op later, 1.8 mil. But a couple of house cleaning things to get done. Okay, so this door stays open. Normally you have to be hollow to open this specific door, I think? Or is it the one underneath? Before you go in here, I forget exactly. Also, this is a unique enemy. Unique, very challenging enemy. Who I just learned drops poison upgrade materials. Fancy that. But if you're hollow, you can access this area. And oh yeah, there's a caster guy way at the end who has dork magic. And he was about to do a Dark Wrath of God kind of attack, I think. So it leads to this secret room, which has one of these Milfinitos in it.
Who are you? And what do you want from us?
Well, open your eyes and you can see who I am.
Milfinito. That is what we are called. My name.
Is Milfinito.
Do you mean our name? We know nothing of the outside world. We sing eternally for those who bear death and dark within themselves. We have been here forever. We know nothing of the outside world, and we do not need to.
Ah, they're gamers.
The little ones were born from the great dead one. And the great dead one taught us song. We have sung ever since, to comfort those bound by death and dark. This is what we were taught. You silenced that cursed singing.
I did.
Please accept these as a thank you.
I'm assuming that's for killing Demon of Song, the Battletoads boss.
Do you seek comfort too? You poor thing. Take this at the very least.
You know, you're the second Milfinito who's given me this shit that I can get whenever I damn well please.
What we can do. The little ones.
Okay.
We have this.
I believe, allegedly, the Great Dead One is, Lord Nito. These are called Milfinito, so there's kind of a link there. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm not too fairly ignorant of the lore in this game. I don't find it as interesting, so I don't, you know. So the idea behind praying to these people taking a fire shower, it looks like, is if you're completely out of human effigies, you can come here and restore your humanity if you're hollow. So there's a little safeguard in place.
The little one. And we have this.
Of course, actually finding it, if you're just blindly playing through, is not unlikely, I suppose. But if you're really, really sucking and have no human effigies to your name, then all is not lost. Given that this is an in-game thing, though, if you're struggling up to this point, then, well, you can just get yourself summoned, I suppose. Though that... Why does the singing keep coming back? Hey, you wanted to stop the singing, but then you're just doing it! You're... And then down here, there is some treasure. And I don't quite remember where the... I don't think there's any fuck you pratfalls here, but just in case. Well, that doesn't look safe. think there's two treasures down here? Or is it just the one? Yeah, I'm glad I lit that torch. There's a treasure. Yeah, here's a treasure. So let me mansplain what this manslayer is. I actually don't know what it is. It's a dex weapon. Oh, right. A poison dex weapon. So it's already got poison properties attached to it. It does 67 poison. It's actually pretty powerful for a katana. For a fast weapon. It's again fairly low durability. Doesn't weigh much. Could be a good weapon. I could have sworn there was a second treasure in this area on the other side. Maybe over here? Aha. Hey, hello, people coming into the stream. Espurious, Usonoro 7. Everyone. Bonfire Ascetic. Some point in the streams, I'm going to start using those because there's a number. I think I mentioned this last time. There's a number of bosses that I want to fight again, and let's be really, really lazy. Get out of here. There's a number of bosses I want to fight again because if you beat them off in New Game Plus, they drop advanced items for you, which is quite nice. Definitely want to take advantage of that. So I think now, let me check my little to-dos. Right. So the other things I've not done yet, there is... And chat, feel free to tell me other things if I have not mentioned them. There's a hidden part in the Forest of the Giants, which I've not gone to. There's another optional boss in the door of Pharros. And then there's the rest of that Dark Covenant shit. But before I do any of that, I think I want to... Because there are some valuable items to get in the Dragon Eyrie. My favorite Great Lake is Lake Dragon Eyrie, by the way. Just letting y'all know. And let's see. So I'm hollow right now, so I can't summon anybody, so... What I'll do is I'll go a little into the level and then see if I can get shady. Get shady with it and get human that way, get some extra souls. Such a neat looking area. Kinda wish it was longer. I wonder if the co-op will always be so fast. Will this game persist? Will people keep playing it beyond completion of the main game? Do you think? Hi, Lady Stark. That's not necessary. Do you think the PvP is competent enough and appealing enough that people will want to play it for a while? I don't know about the whole constantly summoning people thing, if that'll keep happening or not. There's less reason to re-roll characters since you have those soul vessel items now. Maybe you won't see as many people playing through the game really quickly just to get it done, to get all the items and whatnot. I don't know. Trying to kill these bugs for the summoner. Well, Lady Stark. You die more often than a character on Game of Thrones, right? I haven't watched the show beyond the first season. It's a weird problem I have where I have a lot of human effigies, but it feels like a waste to use them when you have 90% of your health. And there's that Dark Covenant where if things go really, really poorly, then No. Because you have to pay an effigy and tribute every time you want to go in there. Chat, these eggs, they explode in yellow goo when you hit them. Is that equipment breaking goo, or is it just, you know, dragon placenta? Okay, just dragon baby guts, says the chat. Good to know, good to know. Just egg yolk. Keep that in mind. So once I get myself human, I'll get a god of the day, get some co-op going. Well, yeah, get some co-op going. This is an excellent place, probably the place to, if you're low on upgrade materials, the place to farm for those. Ew. If you have enough bonfire ascetics. I don't remember if you can actually pick one up in this area or not. If there is, then theoretically you could farm here forever and never run out of your bonfire aesthetics. Let's see what that dragon does before I go in there. So these drakes operate similarly to the boss, the guardian dragon boss, only they don't have as much health, obviously. And they can bite you. Main thing with them is just to stick close. Well, not that close. Uh-oh, okay. If you stick close, they won't, their fire is very, very fatal. But if you're very close to them, then they'll just either try to bite you or stomp on you. Shit like that. There is an item here, but I can't see it because I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost man. Huh? Normally the lizards scuttle away a little bit before they just disappear on you. And I lost sight of the World Master. He probably crossed this bridge. I do often get mixed up in this area as far as knowing, did I cross this bridge? Did I go to this peak, this peak? Get turned around very easily, but yeah, this is the right way. Very neat area. Very short, though. A lot of the areas in the game do feel very short in retrospect. It probably won't feel like that if this is your first time playing the game, though, and you're like me and you kind of painstakingly take it slow. Going for a first timer, the game feels, or felt, enormous. But it's deceptively small in a lot of areas. Like Aldius Keep, Iron Keep's pretty short. I'll need to get better at killing those things. Anyway, I should human up just very shortly. Then we can get this shit started properly. In fact, if I kill this dragon... I'll may actually human up before that happens. Because I'm getting critically gray. Dark Souls 2, Shades of Grey. Generally just hang around the feet, the dragons, and try to roll out of it if you can. This goes even faster when you have like 2 or 3 phantoms attacking them at once. Yeah, the hardest part is dodging that head thing, not knowing when it's coming. Anyway. Let's assign a god of the day. Chad, everything going okay? There we go, humaned up. Let's see, god of the day. I don't need the royal ring since we're not wearing much. Let's do... Well, we're hunting for treasure, and we're hoping it's good treasure, so fortune. Fortune is who we're going with today. So if you're in the $1.8 million soul memory range, you want to co-op this area, just let me know, and we'll make it happen. I think that's where I came from. Yeah, that's where you first come in here. So according to chat, it's just egg yolk, not equipment breaking yolk. Good to know. Oh shit, there's a thing right here, I forgot. See, that was the crystal lizard. Twinkling Titanite is an extreme premium in this game. Very rare. And I think you need upwards of 15 of them. I thought those dragons were normally asleep at first. Hacker! Sorry. Let's see. Alright, have to run up to him. Go for it. I'm going for it, man. So if you're hunting for lizards, these dragons will make that difficult because if you circle around and you're inside of the lizards, they'll run away. Geckos, lizards, crystal shits, whatever they're called. But I don't think the dragons actually respawn unless you use a bonfire aesthetic. Why do I keep saying aesthetic? Bonfires are aesthetically pleasing. I think that's accurate, though. I haven't actually farmed in this area before, just because I haven't needed to, but depending on what I do with this character, I might need to, so... But anyway, the crystal lizards want to run away. Get rest at the bonfire, they'll come back. But the dragons shouldn't come back. Is that correct, chat? Oops, I thought that was good. Oh, that dragon is dead. There we go. If you're a miracle type person, then you have a really easy time getting the crystal lizards, because one nice lightning spear will usually take care of it. I think the other lizards ran away. Yeah, chat confirms dragons don't respawn, and hey! Dark Souls 1 aficionados may remember the Dragon Tooth. Havel's weapon. There it is. Pretty much the same, has kind of shitty scaling, it takes a lot to actually use. And I think it has that had that same effect in Dark Souls 1 as well. Not for me, though. I'll stick with my Mastodon sword. Can you power stance that with anything? I would be interested to know that. Alright, so lizard up here. I wonder if the Avalon will take care of it. I like the Avalon very much. So you get the Raw Dog Stone and a Petrified Dragon Boner all off those things. So if you reset the area with aesthetics, then you can farm that shit. There are a lot of crystal lizards in the area, is the thing. Keep that in mind. And again, if y'all are in the area, feel free to lay down a sign, co-op this shit, get on the Skype horn, chat, chill, cash it up. So, I have not bothered getting those treasures that are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So I haven't quite nailed down where exactly you drop down from. It's not here, because as far as I know, you can't jump this. So you have to drop down from further above, or that zip line you have to drop down at the right time. That's probably it. Chat, are those treasures even worth it? I'd like to know. Wandering Newbie confirms it is the zip line. And just hero souls. Really? That's it? Not worth it. You can't stop yourself on the zip line, right? So you have to time it exactly right as far as when you drop off. You can't just stop and be like, okay, that looks good, and fall. Those explodey guys, they blow up in equipment breaking gas somehow. So don't get caught in their equipment breaking gas. It's gross, frankly. And we don't want that. I'm up, hang on. When I first played this, I thought you were not supposed to stand under their tail. I thought you were meant not to engage them, because I was more of a distance character. Well, I had mostly melee, but I also had some miracle shit. I wanted to use that from a safe distance, but fighting them from a distance is much more difficult. Because they breathe fire, which hurts you a lot. I think even more than the Guardian Dragon boss can hurt you with fire. Maybe. Again, take everything I say with a grain of not knowing what I'm talking about. It would be faster if I two-handed the sword, but I like having the shield just in case I don't think I can miss the foot stomp. Because it guard breaks you, but he's too slow to follow up and have it actually hurt you. These dragons do leg presses. They are ripped. And if there are lizards here, it looks like they all ran away. I forget exactly how many there are or where they are. There's one. Well, don't run towards me, silly crystal lizard. More Twinkling Titanite, so if there are, say, 3 or 4 lizards who drop that, then it'll still take a long time to get some, but probably, well, one of 2 places you can reliably get it. Yeah, you may think you can safely fight this guy from up here, but he will float up here, kind of like Calamite, Dark Souls 1. He will just fly up and singe you until you're dead of being singed. Fun fact. Well, Wandering Newbie says there's actually 8 or 9... Oh, 8 or 9 crystal lizards. Or do you mean 8 or 9 Twinkling Titanite that you can potentially get? Because that would be grand. But now 8 or 9 crystal lizards sounds about right. And actually, I think you can... There's a little off-beaten path you can take over here. He did shit to me when I tried doing arrows, or my first playthrough, chucking lightning spears at him, and I tried retreating over here, and he breathed fire, and it went through the wall and killed me instantly. Then when I later tried the up-close and personal approach, it seemed much more reliable. This is all my experience. Your mileage may vary. Also a good place to farm petrified dragon boners if you're into using boss weapons or shields. This is a boss shield. It'll take petrified boners to upgrade it. That is a dead gecko lizard crystal shit guy. Yeah. So probably after this stream off air, I will come back here and get the crystal lizards that I missed. Twinkling Titanite especially, because a lot of the, like, all this high-end armor that you get, this is all required, except the Gurm stuff, I think. This all requires Twinkling Titanite to upgrade. When I was playing a little bit off air, I got this Gurm Great Helm, which I went ahead and upgraded to +10, because it's one of the higher-end helms you can get that doesn't require Twinkling Titanite. So you can just use the standard upgrade path. Who's this? Captain Mongoose. If you're on Skype and you're of these names, send me a hail and let me know who you are. Or maybe he's a guy who's waiting for a different friend and does not want to be here. Hi, Captain Mongoose. Oh, he wants to be here. I'll help. I'm powerful too. Love those lightning effects. That was a gold pine resin he used, but you can also use sunlight blade to get the same effects if you're a cleric-y person. Nice job, Captain Mongoose. Oh, cool. Can potentially get something good off the crows with that. Lots of treasure here. And it all respawns if you use a bonfire ascetic. And let's see, there's one more spot. So for people who are watching the last stream, if you free that guy from his foggy prison... Oh, this is a shortcut, by the way. I think, yeah, that's the shortcut. Navlon will invade you somewhere around here, and the shortcut goes back here. So here's what the shortcut looks like. It's probably one of the more stylish shortcuts you can do. And if you're not wearing gauntlets, your hands are going to hurt! My god. Let's see, so you go here and I think kick down a ladder up here? Yeah. So now next time I rest at the bonfire, I can just climb up the ladder and then go back this way. And then somewhere along the way, yeah, there's one treasure spot you can drop down. And yeah, you can't stop yourself as you're flying. So here's how you disguise load times. Is he dressed as Creighton? Whoa, what? Has not happened to me before. Shit? Huh. Is that true? Catharsis? I destroyed too many eggs? I thought that could happen if you're, like, too slow crossing that bridge, but I didn't stop moving. I just turned around, or just looked behind me but kept moving forward, I think. Catharsis says that's a mix of both. Of going too slow and destroying too many eggs. Let's see, how many souls did I have? 22,000? That's not bad. Well, that was highly irregular. Yeah, they're right in front of the bridge. Good. That was kind of strange. Okay, so let's try just running. Yeah, Wandering Newbie also confirms it's both. Oh, okay, so it's timed and you get less time from destroying eggs. That's neat. But why did that dragon mother lay eggs in so many different places? Was she egging around on her dragon husband? Who knows? So this is another pretty cool area, but also kind of sadly short. And also an area that people, there's an optional boss here, and it's easy to die to it instantly, so I'm sure a lot of people in the chat and people watching have made a trek many, many times through this area. Though you can thankfully rush through it pretty easily. God, I'm not doing good against these guys. Oh, there's some asshole cleric too in this area. Huge asshole cleric. He doesn't even hurt you that bad, but we'll see what that Pharros Lockstone did in just a minute. Karen! Oh yeah, I forgot I was wearing the thing. Welcome, Karen. I don't know either. Karen is rocking a sorcerer slash hex build, possibly. I'm not sure what that staff does. I should probably recover my health. And probably wear less naked armor, but these enemies can be annoying because it's difficult to strafe them, as they will, especially the mace guys later on. They can follow you like they have wheels in their feet, skates, just circle you. I think the idea is that helps nerf backstab fishing for, well, in general. C'est la vie. People in the chat are saying I'm the number 8 stream on Hitbox right now, and there's barely over 100 people watching. The community is really coming together on Hitbox.tv. Oh shit. Wow, that was terrible. Yeah, I'm using the Defender shield that you get from exchanging the Defender guy's soul for some, you can also get a good sword from it, but I chose the thing. Sorry about that, Karen, I done fucked up. But anyway, this Pharros Lockstone gets you. Drum roll, some stuff. I think that is all solid sorcerer gear, but I've never tried a sorcerer in this game, so is it good or is it garbage? I don't know. Let's try that again. If you want to get yourself human and don't want to use an effigy, if you shade yourself, those enemies will gray you out pretty quickly. Because I guess they give you lots of souls and shit like that. See, that's that asshole cleric guy. There's one little asshole cleric guy who's hanging around. He is like another player who just wants to harass you the whole time. He barely hurts you, but he always knocks you back. Is it a gorgeous view? I'd say it is. Maybe with less touch bloodstain message interfering with it. Somewhere over there is a Super Mario level being developed. I forget, chat, can any of the dragons just flying around in the sky, if you wait somewhere too long or something, will they destroy a shitload of eggs? Will they get you? Let me take off my, because it's pretty easy to get summoned in this area. I may need to cancel out my sign and bring it back. Karen says those dragons never do anything. I could have sworn there was one time where a fire attack, a seemingly stray fire attack, kind of hit me out of nowhere. But I could be mistaken, as I often am about Dark Souls. Oh man. It's so easy to fuck up. Against these mace guys, especially. Oh, that cleric is a jerk. And I am a dead jerk. Wearing item hunting gear here makes it a little bit more difficult. It's supposed to be a tank character. Yeah, Wandering Newbie, I'm using the Mastodon Greatsword. As I'm steadily hollowing. Hey, Dragon Remnants guy. That's a covenant you can access relatively soon. In this game, it's the big weapon guys that are my kryptonite. I mean, they're theoretically the easiest to deal with, but they always nick me. The sword guy is not as much. Those mace guys, the great sword guys. Actually, it might help if I wear that poise ring, that anti-poise ring. I do have a crossbow, Chaos Machina. I just forget to use it. I probably should use it, though. You're wearing my gear from last stream. Let's try that poise ring. See if it helps at all. Experiment. Could switch to the Mastodon Halberd, but I think being up close to these guys is... And I always forget that their second swing just clips through. They got a lot of reach. And I got not a lot of armor. So what's his sensor name? Bleep Falcon? Fuck Falcon? Shit Falcon? Don't know why I did that. I don't need healing. Captain Falcon, maybe they decide to censor Captain because they have From Software hates memes, which is fine. Oh yeah, they have sorcery sword powers too. Fun fact. I only have 450 heavy bolts though, I don't want to waste them. Yeah, I need to use this Avalon more. The Avalon does not upgrade with any stat, so raw dogging it makes a lot of sense. So raw makes the weapon base damage increase, but removes all of its scaling. But since the Avalon already does not have any scaling, it makes sense to raw dog that shit. Next time, 000 had a fun fact. They censored Dick with a 1 instead of an I, but they did not censor Boner with a 0 instead of an O. So for those of you wanting to boner it up, you have a solution. Notice how when, like, if you do an attack that puts your stamina into the negative, your damage decreases a little bit. I think. Maybe. They also censored, Ty Tuesday says they censored 666, but not 420. So, you can, as it was many a gamer's dream, become Boner 420, if you so please, which you should. Anyway, making the god shit. God of Fortune. Fortune is the god of the day, folks. I noticed they censor Ho, but, or maybe this came up yesterday, or not yesterday, whenever, hey, don't attack the treasure chest guy. I need that chest. Maybe. I forget what's in it. They censor Ho, but even if it's part of, like, another word. So say you wanted to name yourself Boner, but it was like B-H-O, you couldn't do it. Alright, let's deal with this asshole cleric up here. Somehow his attack can hit you, like, seemingly no matter where you are. I'm not even sure what his attack is. It's not a miracle that I have recalled seeing myself. I put some other words that are censored in the chat. So 69 is apparently censored. 666, 1 cup, 2 girls, 1 cup, 4R, 5E, 5H1T, which is shit, and abortion. All censored. So you cannot name yourself abortion 1 cup 666. It'll just all be little stars showing up. Unfortunately, the first character I wanted to name, that was the first name that came to my head, and I couldn't do it. Thanks, From Software. Thanks for nothing. And, okay, and I'm also being told that the word Cleveland is censored. That poor city can't catch a break, can it? Cleveland? No, not in our game. I've heard this shield is very good, but it's also really heavy. Seems like a solid great shield, though. Okay, so there are 2 knights up here, which are annoying because they tend to both get pulled about the same time. I noticed that poison works pretty well against these guys, but I don't think there are poison bolts in the game. Whoops, I meant to switch weapons. Oh dear. Roll. I wanted to sit in the meeting where they figured out what words were being censored. There's a summon sign. Who we got today? Captain Mongoose again. Who are you, Captain Mongoose? You somebody in the chat? Mace guys don't have a shield, so you can pretty safely attack them from a distance. Hurts so bad when you're not wearing clothes. Captain Mongoose already, I know, right? Captain Mongoose is already being grayed out. Actually, I want to go over here first, because there is treasure to get. Down here. So notice this chest has a lock on it, that one does not. Okay, this mimic, or a mimic surprised me once, but insta-kill. So I want to be careful. So he drops the washing pole. That's another weapon from Dark Souls 1. And a lovely slab. Washing pole has like the worst durability of any dex weapon, but it's also really good. So if you're wearing like a knuckle shit ring or whatever. Uh-oh. Eee. Thank you, Captain Mongoose. Spices. I've been thinking about with this character turning him into like a mundane kind of build and trying that out, because I've not done one yet. But I'm intrigued by the possibilities. Oh, is this the ring? Yeah. So this is one of the better rings of the game. This is the equivalent of, well, I mean, it's like the second dragon ring, but it does more. And also has slightly worse durability, but that's your ring of protection, safety and protection and life that Lautrec had in Dark Souls 1, more or less, except it doesn't break if you take it off. It just breaks if you get hit enough. So there's a dragon here. What could it mean? Nice job, Captain Mongoose. That's actually a really good message. Because chances are you're not going to know what to do with this once you actually get it. But this is what you do with it. Good hint. You deserve a rating. That petrified egg is the key to the, I think the only covenant I haven't really talked about or accessed yet. And then with that, I believe that is all the worthwhile treasures in the area. So before you gray out, Captain Mongoose, see if we can get this last leg. Like I said, very short area. This is actually the last leg of it right up here. It's a painful one, too. You can theoretically run right through it. Ah. But it's made... shit. It's made difficult by those faster Dragon Guard guys. Back up for a second, heal. Thank you, Captain Mongoose. Completed your task admirably. There is a summon right. There's supposed to be. It's not. Did I not meet a requirement? Normally the man-eater Mildred of the game is right there. She also invaded me in the gutter and died, which I think means that her sign should appear here. Oh, okay. Wazat says I haven't attacked the boss yet, which makes sense. That's right. There is a boss in this area, but you have to actually aggro him to, before there's an actual, like, fight here. These guys are kind of a pain in the ass. But they have little to no poise, so it's easy to stagger them. Fan of the Avalon, definitely. So yeah, like I said, you can run through here, but these guys do a pretty good job at catching up with you. And they can easily stagger you if you're not careful. But if you do like that and just kind of back up, they don't really do a whole lot of leaping at you. I think they do maybe 1 or 2 attacks, but they tend to spend a lot of their time just trying to get to you. So they're low poise, back up, let your stamina recharge. They're not a problem. But if you're trying to run away from them, then they can be. Then Dark Souls 2 likes to throw multiple enemies at you at once and have there be little you can actually do about it. So they'll eventually give up. How does that shield not have 100% damage reduction? Explain that from bloatware. I mean, hell, might as well just shoot him anyway. Alright, his friend retreated. Now that it's easier, I will suddenly have much more courage. Easier, not easy. So, Dragon Charms, those are the, it's some kind of recovery item, is it not? Yeah. They do give you a lot of little items that restore your HP beyond flasks. By the end of the game, you should have enough flasks to not really need those items too much. I triggered this. His friend, too. But, like I said, there is a boss in this area. He can easily instant kill you. So imagine having to make this journey over and over again, potentially. theoretically can run through it, but it's risky. Let's just say that. They also make human sounds when they get hit, these dragon guys. Black Dragon Shield, that's a new one. Catharsis is right, do this 11 times and they're all gone. And hey, if you don't know what you're doing, you probably will fight this boss 11 times. And that is Dragonary. There is another summon you can get along here. Again, I'm assuming once you aggro this guy. So meet the Ancient Dragon. Subtitles don't match the spoken dialogue. Okay. Just got a chat message that, or a Wandering Newbie said that you can understand him if you wear the Whisper Ring, which I think, unfortunately, I think I stowed it away in my item box. Because I thought I would not need it anymore. Yeah, I don't have it. Wish I could test that out. I can always come back, though. So that's a key item to access the end areas of the game. You can attack him, and it will aggro him and he will become a boss. He is the ultimate boss of the game, as far as just sheer numbers of HP and ability to kill you instantly. Completely optional boss. He gives you a giant soul for killing him. Possibly, no, I don't think you get his soul. I think you get that from somewhere else, maybe. But I'm not gonna attack him just yet. I know the basic strategy that you're supposed to use against him, but I have not successfully implemented that strategy myself yet, so. And yeah, he has a lot of health. It's a war of not fun to fight him. Okay, so next up, let's see. I'm debating, chat, so what I can do, I can use that item I got to get stuff, or to get those end areas of the game. I can go to the Forest of the Giants, there's an area I didn't go in there. I can go to Door of Pharros, fight a rat boss. I can complete the Dark Covenant. What do you think I should do next, chat? I'll let you decide. And while you decide, I'll be right back. I need a quick break. Okay, did the chat come to a conclusion about what to do next? Kind of feeling those, next main game stuff, but... Mr. PSP Lock, I'm not doing the final boss just yet. I'll try to do everything else first. And I can't, well, wait. No, I can't do the final boss yet. Okay, let's do one optional thing that a couple people are saying. So first, just to make this a slightly easier trick, I'm going to rejoin the Rat Covenant. And I should also put on my better gear, because I don't need to be item hunting now.
Be gone.
Be gone. Oh, you want to view my server again? Okay. Hi. You're my friend.
My servant.
So there are actually two areas where the Rat Covenant is active. And that area is this bonfire place I have not been to yet that I can't find. Yeah, here we go. Alrighty. Let's see. So in here. Yeah. So the enemies in here will not harm me. So chat, how do you feel about this set of fashion right here? Mirror Knight armor, Havel gauntlets, and this Gurm helmet. Or Havel shit plus Gurm helmet, or Smelter shit, Gurm helmet and Havel stuff. What do y'all think? Y'all think this looks better? Is it less garish? You just want my character's midriff. Alright, I'll keep this armor. For now, you cannot summon people in here, so... I need to put this ring back on, probably. And... Probably stamina would be more helpful here. I did come in here real quick off camera and went in that door. If you put Pharros lockstones in there and there, the door completely opens and another Mastodon guy will be freed. So, Rat Covenant, what happens is you kidnap Grey Spirits, you bring them in here. Very stacked against the Invadee, because you can just wait up there, fire at range while these enemies down here distract them. It's a mean Covenant. And then you can put more, activate more lockstones, and it will just do various traps. Some of which are pointless, some of which are fairly useful. Let's see, is there items in here? Not ever. So if you if you either become a Grey Spirit yourself and kill the Master of the World, or kill a Grey Spirit that you kidnap, then you get more lockstones. Theoretically, you can get infinite lockstones and booby trap this place to heck and back. But I haven't quite experimented with everything you can do in here. I'm not sure which place is more unfair to the Invadee, here or the Rat Den. I'm thinking here just because you have the advantage of being able to see them and being above them when they get summoned in. Perhaps. Excuse me. Oh yeah, and Dectalon also mentions the water. The water is a factor as well. So yeah, you get summoned there right in the water, and then you cannot really move effectively. Oh crap. Oh, hardly even hurt. And of course, then the other mean thing you can do is you can throw a bonfire ascetic into... There is a bonfire around here. And it will power up the enemies even more. You can get these enemies to new game +7. The downside being that I imagine you would... If you ever want to fight this boss again, it'll be probably kind of difficult. There we go. I'm trying to figure out how I want to go about this. Yeah, most of these lockstones, I'm not actually sure what they do. I know some of them do things like activate these dwarf statues. It'll just make them chuck axes down there. Which is pretty easy to avoid. I don't know if it's altogether useful. Put lockstones in here, I imagine it unlocks a door where there's a monster. Lots of possibilities in here. If you put lockstones in everything, then just have a chaotic mess of a place. I thought the game was like glitched or something my first time going through here because I just happened to be in the Rat Covenant when I came here and had no idea. I mean, these are dwarves, not rats, so I was like, why aren't they just... Is the game broken? Did I mess it up? And there are... Let's see. Somewhere you can drop down to get items, or an item, which I think is here. Yeah. Is there lore behind the Dwarf Rat Alliance? Let's see, is there anything else to collect here worth? I think that's the key stuff. Yes, Ike, I did get the secret spear. I did that off camera. The secret spear Ike is talking about is the... Do I have it? Did I put it away? Yeah, here it is, the Santir spear. So the thing with this is that when you pick it up, it has a big old rock on it. Makes it heavy, makes it kind of unwieldy. It's got like 500 durability. But if you break it, then one, it stays broken, or you can leave it broken rather, and you have a functional regular weapon with that has a pretty sweet moveset. That's the same, I believe that's the same moveset as the, what do you call it? The Twin Blade. Haven't used it myself, but theoretically, I would think it's pretty swell of a weapon. A Wandering Newbie says it has a bunch of movesets. Intriguing. So this is an optional boss beyond here, one that I don't particularly like the design of, for reasons you'll see in a moment. Okay. Now... Okay, you can't hit him from here. This boss is made difficult by his rat buddies, who, if you don't kill quickly, can petrify you. And I want to kill that last one, but I keep fucking it up. Alright, I just need a second to... Well, okay. I could have gone about that better. Or, I'm sorry, not petrify, toxic. The rats can toxic you. And toxic was bad in Dark Souls 1. Poison is bad in Dark Souls 2. Toxic is worse than poison. So... Probably should have put on that life ring. Alright, let's get up my soul. Oh crap, I forgot to not have any stamina left. And of course you may recognize this boss from, yeah, from somewhere else. Oh, that didn't kill him. Okay, so the rats are dead, which is good. Now, just need to wait for an opening to heal up. Okay. So if you fought Sif from Dark Souls 1, you should be able to handle this. Though I don't know if he does the thing where he limps when he's at low health. And this would be easier probably if I didn't target him. And if I rolled at the correct time. It's a love letter to the Sith boss, only much less interesting of a fight. Also a fight that I suck at. That was probably a bad idea to heal there. Fortunately, my guy's a bit of a tank, so can for the most part take the damage. Yeah, I don't mind staggering it there. I mean, come on, Sif had a big sword in his mouth, and this guy, his tongue's just wah all over the place. But he's optional. I guess it's kind of a neat Easter egg, if one that does not make too much sense. And you get a rat tail for your efforts, so why not? Oh, he pukes? Like says the boss pukes on you? Mike, was it you who told me that you can talk to the rat boss in this room, or go to him after the fact? Where is that? Top of the thing? How do you get to the top of the thing? Or are you lying? Other side of the room? Well, I ain't seeing it. Oh, it's not in this room. Gotcha. It's in a little cave somewhere off to the side? Like this, maybe? Oh, hey. There you are.
Speak thy mind, servant.
You sell anything different? Nah. Anything
My
new?
servant, tell me the way of things.
How'd you get here?
There has been much honor in thy service, despite the human blood coursing thy veins. I am merciful, and trust in thee as I would any rat.
Thanks.
My servant.
You're creeping me out, rat dude. Alright, so that was that. Just a little optional thingy you can do. And another quick way to talk to your rat boss. Okay. So as you can see, just about everything in the game has been unlocked, bonfire-wise. You can see if you have not unlocked a bonfire by this stuff right here. And wait, there's two. Oh, right. There are, in fact, two Pharros the Fallen Giant bonfires I've not gotten yet. So, what do I want to do? Let's go to the optional area in the forest first. At this point, with the character I have, it should be pretty fast to get through it. It's easy to miss. And this useful optional place if you have a problem with invaders. Just for shits and giggles, drop this here. Okay, trying to remember precisely where this place is. It is which way? It's this way, I think. Don't embarrass me. You guys are supposed to be really easy now. Yeah, right through here. Once you get the soldier key from the last giant, you can access this area, so you can get here pretty early. But you can also forget this area altogether, and well, things get pretty easy. Oh, you silly turtle, that's wrong. These turtles are a bit easier than they're about to get smacked. A bit less strong than their Iron Keep counterparts. So old Ironclad, is that different from regular Ironclad? Was it gauntlets that I got? Oh, I didn't even pay attention. But if you come here early after you beat off the last giant, then this area can potentially... Oh, there, it's also kind of dark in here. You can light the room up. Don't bother. Just do like that one guy from yesterday, just turn up your gamma settings. Yeah, I mentioned maybe this was an early made area with them thinking their torch mechanics would persist a bit more. You know what, I don't even give a fuck. Let's just tank these turtle guys. This is also one of the first places you can get a reliable, or not even a drop, you just find a bastard sword. And I did, in my first playthrough, I did come here fairly early, so... I quickly fell in love with the bastard sword. I also had a hell of a time with this area, coming into it early. Because you have a pretty small maneuverability... you have a small area of maneuverability without aggroing the second turtle over there. And if you're early in the game, fighting two of them at once is not altogether fun. If anyone wants to co-op, you can lay down a sign here. I don't imagine there are many, level whatever it is I am right now, people needing to be summoned here. But I should get through this pretty quickly anyway, because it's a very small area. Not much reason to co-op. People on stream, do you give a shit about, like, seeing boss fights again in New Game Plus mode with the bonfire aesthetics? Because there are a few I want to do just to get the items, but I don't know if they're worth, you know, seeing again. I'm hearing a lot of no's in the chat, so... taking that to mean y'all don't really care to see it again. I don't think any of the boss fights that I'm thinking of change too drastically with if you're in New Game and use a bonfire aesthetic. Not that I can remember exactly. Lost Center is not one of the bosses that I'm thinking of, though. if you do fight any of the great soul bosses in, I think it's either New Game Plus or using the Bonfire Aesthetics, you can get more additional interesting drops, which kind of give you lore contributions. So my Ashen Mist lets me kind of interact with these a bit more. And this particular guy will sometimes leak a seed of Tree of Giants for you. And I think I mentioned that is something that makes it's a cool item concept. It makes enemies in the area react to invader phantoms and attack them. And I think what happens is if you get invaded, I don't remember if it's in only the forest or if it's just anywhere in the game. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me. But each time you get invaded, there is a small chance of this thing generating another seed for you. Again, I don't know if it's just in the forest specifically or if it's globally. But it's a handy thing if you're having difficulty with it. Alright, well that didn't take any time at all, so... Let's, go back here. Okay. Now there are multiple of those trees in the Forest of the Fallen, Forest of the Giants. The one I just talked to does not actually do anything beyond give you that seed, but all the others do. And unfortunately, yeah, okay. There's no summoning to be had in these areas, to my knowledge. Ike, I believe Off-Air actually did get that executioner armor stuff you're talking about. Is there something special about it? So if you're playing on console, these areas will be very annoying because you don't stay in very long, so you have to load them in and out all the time. And it can take a while, especially if you're trying to get everything and you're learning the area. You might potentially go in these memories more than a couple times. That's a minor complaint, but it's just tedious to do.
What are you doing here? You are not one of our soldiers, and I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you.
Yeah, I got limited time. Can you kind of hurry it up?
I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass, but leave this place immediately. Just mention my name, and no man will challenge your exit.
Does that include Giant
Even
Man?
if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist.
Yes, Gumball, you can come back in here if you time out.
Soon, the giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The venerable Lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize.
Dark Souls 2.
It was then that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The Giants have wills of steel. They cannot find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord.
My time's gonna run out soon. Can you...
Did you see him?
Okay.
That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying. My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken.
I'm a part of a rat covenant.
Those who live by the sword will die by it. And I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Be gone with you. This fort will soon fall. Be gone.
I think that's the last
Be gone
gesture.
with you. Be gone.
And also, if you kill a boss, come back here and talk to him again, he'll give you a little something. Not another Kool-Aid Man giant. Oh, you can backstab him? That is... I don't remember that. That is good to know. I'm not sure if it's worth wearing item hunting gear in here or not. I'm just not going to. That's not an illusory wall, is it? No, it's not. I don't think. So talking to Drummond is going to make my time run out quickly, so I'm just going to try to... It's not really worth spending time actually fighting these giants for the most part. So I'm just going to try to see if there are... Yeah, it's already about to run out. See if there's just items I can get. Or... Oh, hey. Let's see. Any items over here? No. Just good mental notes to take for later. And time's up. Anybody know what the exact time limit is? I'm not sure how long that was. I don't know if anything influences the, like, does killing enemies lessen the timer or anything like that? I do not know. Rude. Drummond, you could have warned me, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot that giant just hangs out here after bashing through this wall. Okay, people in the chat are saying about 5 minutes. That sounds about right. Of course, what that means is that I don't really want to spend time fighting. I said it looks like you. That means you shouldn't spend too much time fighting the giants. Spend most of it hunting for treasure. There's a few nooks and crannies here where you can get stuff. I know one of the memories has a soul vessel in it. I can't remember which one, though. And I've only gone through this memory once before, so I don't remember like, where all the treasure is, per se. Pardon me. Well, no, that's not the door. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, Mr. Giant. That is fire. That is not treasure. That's not the guy. Every one of these is one of those sleeping giant guys you want to interact with, but not that particular one. It's where you get the ultimate reward of the area, and that is also what transports you out. Yeah, I do want to start getting those bonfire ascetics for sure. In case I need to get my farm on. Let's not drop down. Giant, clipping through the wall. It's embarrassing. Don't do that. Chat, anybody familiar with the memories know if I'm missing anything important to pick up? I think that's everything in this area except for the end item. I forget which one this is, or what the name of this one is. Nah, you got too much HP. I don't want to deal with you. Well. Apparently you want to deal with me. Okay, that was the important item. You interact with him again, and you get transported out. Yeah, let's do that. And you can re-enter as many times as you want if you need to. There's only one of these things that you have to do, but the others can give you some neat items, and also they're neat areas with the whole giants going to the war against men, all that good stuff. Let's see, where's the other tree? Oh yeah, oh, and there's... I can go down there now, but there's really not much reason to. There are some unique items down there, but they're not especially good. Nothing that I would want this character to use that I can think of. Let's see if anybody on New Game Plus wants to fight the Pursuer. Dude, come on. Oh. Apparently you can jump through the hoop where that fire longsword salamander is to also get into the area. You don't necessarily need whatever the key is. Also, what's our old buddy Benhart doing here?
Well, we meet again. What are you doing here? Who'd have thought we'd meet in a place like this? Fate just won't let us stay apart, will she?
Oh, buddy.
See, the old sword's caught your attention. Well, you've a good eye then. That has been in my family for generations. They say it is crafted with moonlight, and we all know what that means. It wards off
It means it's a
evil.
reference.
And I wouldn't trade her for all the riches in the world.
Wow.
It's said that no man has ever teased out the sword's true power.
It's actually spelled oot oot.
And the right Hans.
Actually, Wandering Newbie is right. He doesn't have the moonlight sword.
See, you've
That's
taken
not
a
what that
liking to the
is.
sword. Well, I applaud you, for you've a sharp eye. But this is one sword, pal. I wouldn't be giving up. If you still insist on having it, then you will have to pry it from my cold Hans.
Don't tempt me. I'm wearing smelter armor and a cool helmet. And I have an actual, sword.
I've a great debt to you, and I'll never forget it. I, Benhart, swear by my honor to aid you in your darkest hour, so no problem, pal.
So similar to Lucatil, you can summon him for... if you summon him for 3 boss fights, you can talk to him here, or I think, well, at another point. And then he'll actually give you his gear, including that sword. And spoiler alert, the sword's not special. Which is alluded to by at least one other character, possibly multiple ones. who were like, that guy's obsessed with his sword. It looks kind of shitty, though. You know, that kind of thing. Anyway. You went to a pawn shop and got a cheap Moonlight Greatsword knockoff. Doesn't even have any magical properties. But you can get an actual Moonlight Greatsword in Dark Souls 2. Oh, and I was told that I actually can't get summoned by people who are in New Game Plus until I am in New Game Plus. So that is good to know. Thank you for that.
Oh, look at you, old friend.
How did you get in here? You don't have the ashen fart mist or whatever.
Yeah. Just remember, I'm always ready to help. My homeland is in the Far East, a kingdom of honourable fighting men. And this sword, yeah, awaits a true man to wield it. I know how swords think, you see.
You're calling yourself not a true man, man?
My homeland is
Let's see, I want to go upstairs first. Is there something in here? Or is it later? I'm fuzzy on where the shit is in these memories, because, you know, usually in a hurry going through them. For obvious reasons. So these guys are like the only... These guys are actually humanoid and not hollow. Which I'm fairly sure. I mean, those dragon dudes in the Dragon Shrine made human-y noises when you hit them, but I don't know if they're actually human themselves. Human dragon cosplayers, perhaps. But they're fleshy. Let's see, is there... Oh, wait. The... You know, I am really fucking up time by using this Pharros Lockstone. I can only imagine. There's another Lockstone that is a waste of time. Just activates a trap. Let's see, is there... Yeah. So if you put a Lockstone in there, that little slit buzzsaws, really kind of shitty looking buzzsaws will come flying out of there. And you don't want that. I don't think I've gotten these treasures before, actually, now that I think about it. Steel armor. Is it good? Is it garbage? I'm probably gonna have to go through here twice. That's true. These are memories and not time travel. But I'm fucking up the memories of this giant then, though. He's like, I don't remember anybody putting a Lockstone in there. That didn't happen. That's not canon. My literal head canon. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I mean, I did mean to do that, but... 'Cause when having range would behoove me, but I do have poison daggers. The giants are a bright man, yes. Woohoo! In fact, why don't I put those poison knives in my inventory? Maybe replace them with poison moss. Do I have enough of them? 35, not bad. I'm getting hollower and hollower in this stream. The giant is a pyromancer. I didn't know that was possible. So this memory is the other optional one. You do not have to do it, but... Remember in that Vendrick fight that I rocked before? Well, when he's not bugged, you need those to weaken him. So if you do want to beat off Vendrick, then you do kind of need to go in here. So the right way to go in the memory to get to the soul of the giant, I believe, is that way, but there's some manner of item up here. Fucking stamina management, man. Wonder if there are any. These guys drop anything like useful or rare. Should probably take that red soapstone out of my inventory since I don't need it right now. Okay, so I want to stay away from where the fire shit happens. I actually thought he was not looking at me. I didn't realize his butthole face was looking at me. Let's see if I can just run past him. Get the treasure! You guys have humans to deal with, don't worry about me. I'm not human, I'm undead. You keep ballisting them, guy. While I try to remember if there's anything worthwhile in here. That's wrong. I'll go the other way. I'll go the other way. Chat, what's up there? Do remind me what is up there, if you will, if you would. Oh, just a lance? I don't need a lance. The best lance, people are saying, but... Maybe I'll look off air, but... I don't want to dilly-dally. Yeah, this memory's not altogether easy with the giant pyromancers and whatnot. Especially if you just want to, you know, get to the treasure without engaging them. Having more range would be better, but they have a shitload of health. So if you do use a bonfire ascetic to farm around the giant memories, then, you know, buyer beware. Okay, there's the soul vessel. That is good to know. This is kind of cool. There's two guys wielding ballista back there, who will fire at both the giants and you. I think soul vessel is the really important thing. Yeah, you guys just worry about what you're doing. So yeah, you can get stuff up there, but this is where you actually get the soul. I guess while I'm here, I can shop for treasure. Excuse me. Just, there's a ladder right here. Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of archers. You know, why are they focusing on me? Well, in my memory, I don't remember a guy wearing weird armor, picking up treasure from dead bodies. And in my memory, it doesn't make any sense why they would focus on him when there's giants tearing off all their shit. My memory doesn't make any sense. Am I not remembering things right? I don't know. I'm dead. How am I even having this inner monologue with myself? That doesn't make any sense either. Whose canon is this? It's getting really fucked with whomever's it. I can't even use grammar correctly. I got problems. Just realized I lost all my souls too from dying to that thing. But that's okay. Those can be gotten back. Chat, was that pretty much everything? Whoops. This memory? Most important thing for me was knowing where the soul vessel is, because if I want to experiment a lot with this character kind of like post game, then it's good to know where I can get an easy, unlimited supply of soul vessels. Excuse me. He's gonna smack me, isn't he? No. All right. What is the thing about the up here area? Oh wait, I did get all my souls. Never mind. Oh, here it is. Oh, I have a lot more souls than I thought I did too, so I actually probably don't want to die right now. That's not an illusory ball. Let's see, anything else to get on this rooftop? Is that the rooftop I already visited? It's tedious treasure hunting here, because, well, especially if you're on console, then you get kicked out and you have to wait 5 minutes for the load time. It looks to me like I covered it all, at least anything important, so what do you think, chat? Good enough? Oh, hey, how did you do that? Alright, I want to protect my souls, so let's go ahead and get out of here. That felt longer than 5 minutes. This will take more research. So there is one more memory, and we are going to shatter that memory. If I can remember where it is. Let's see, I believe it is not there. Excuse me, dudes. Look, just give up. You nixed me like 5 times, and I took like a damage. Come on now. I think this is right. I think. Wait. Or is it not right? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Good. Yeah, if you don't explore thoroughly, or you explore thoroughly and then don't remember, this final door can be a bit difficult to find or remember to find. So here's the final bonfire, the Pharros the Giants. Light it up. This is another place where the Navlan guy can invade you, also. Before I go in that memory, though, I should probably go back to Majula and turn in my souls. But before I do that, let's go ahead and drop down here. Because this is one of the only places where you can get Twinkling Titanite. One of the few. And you can put a bonfire ascetic there, come back over and over again. Get tons of it. Oh, that's the door closing. So, go to Majula, turn in those souls, and do that last memory. Maybe I'll do this, call the stream there. Because I think at that point, what I want to do is go back to the Dragon Eyrie, kill those lizards, and then do some of those bosses in New Game Plus mode. Then maybe just for the sake of getting some co-op in here, can do that now. I don't even know what stats I want to increase at this point. Maybe more adaptability couldn't hurt, and then it's kind of on the low end. Then maybe a little more HP. I respect my character to... at first, I upped his intelligence enough to talk to those two merchants, that sorcery merchant and the hex merchant guy. Then I respect again to reduce him back to his base intelligence, which prevented him from having good fashion sense. Then we're good. Let's buy a couple things here. The extra souls in my possession. So I don't need to buy too much.
Thanks.
And then just another thing of note. This guy does sell some of that boss armor from the rare bosses. It's like the Looking Glass stuff, some Ultra stuff, which got that. You can get Velstadt stuff as well, and the Throne Defender gear. Don't know if... Well, it's more for just, I don't know, cosplaying type builds, I suppose. I'm not sure about the... I don't think... Because, yeah, like, this armor is not as defensive as this armor, but perhaps it is better in other ways that I'm just not thinking of. It, like, well, it weighs less, but why does it cost more? I don't know. It's interesting. And if you want to scare people, you can wear the Looking Glass mask. I called him the Mirror Knight earlier. That's wrong. And the helms and whatnot. So, nothing that I don't, that I think I particularly need. So, yeah, let's go ahead and tackle that last memory, I guess. And I'll need to be human for it, so I'll probably pop an effigy. What am I doing? It was closed before. Who's doing that? Alright. So this is the memory you have to do. I can pop a lot of souls. I should do that later. And yeah, and I need to visit the crow's nest as well. Oh, and I need to do that. So much to do. I only have 48 effigies. I hope this is not a waste. There. Now my midriff looks presentable. Okay. Yeah, I think this will do it. Probably should upgrade that shield. I've not upgraded any of my armor beyond this helm either. I'm always wary of upgrading anything that requires Twinkling Titanite in case I change my mind and don't want to use it later. So I need to kind of look a bit more into the armor and see what I might want to stick with. So this is the final giant memory, and one you can actually summon NPCs for. You can either summon the captain who you talked to before, but for the sake of the quest, getting Benhart stuff, I'm going to summon him. Probably should have waited to summon him, actually, because you do have to, well, no, because then you have to come back here anyway, so perhaps not. Always forget that fire stuff every time. So this is where you fought the pursuer before. Man, Benhart does not give a shit about that fire. So what makes this a good farming area is you can always go up here and get a bonfire ascetic after you kindle that thing. Benhart, don't deal with them. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh shit, that's gonna get me. Yeah. Fortunately, wearing the smelter armor, so that's helpful. And Christ, forgot the boss. Okay. Welcome to another foot-based battle. If you're a ranged character, you can go up that go up those stairs back there, and for the most part, as long as you roll decently, you can attack him without any fear of reprisal. But if you're a melee character, then you just have to fight his feet and then watch out for his huge swings. He does a lot of damage, almost as much as Vendrick probably. So if you do get hit once, it'll either stagger you. Oh, Benhart. Damn it. Yeah, he like one hit will stagger you. It's kind of stupid though, because I'm just staring at his feet the whole time. And yeah, check whatever. Come on. Just the fighting his feet does not match the dramatic music playing. Yeah, that was half my health gone right there. But just wait for one swing. He's slow, so... I wonder if you could poison him. If I throw enough daggers at him, that might help. Okay, so just calmly wait for him to do that again, and drink. That was the problem with the Vendrick fight, is I got too greedy. Ooh, thought I blocked that. He's doing some stretches now. That's all there is to it. And that was the penultimate boss of the game, in fact. Giant kinship, it's a key item, but I think that's just a trigger thing that means, I forget if it unlocks a specific door, but it basically means, hey, you can fight the final boss of the game now. Let's get away from the fire before it murders me. So let's see, I have 4 Souls of Giants, but there are 5 to get. The last one is just a pain in the ass to get, is all. Alright, so that's pretty much everything, except for the Dark Covenant, of course. I guess while I'm here, I'll try to do that. I'm very not good at those Abyss levels, though. I don't like them one bit. But they're worth doing. They're interesting.
They're until.
Let's see here. Probably will try a mundane thing with this character, for the hell of it. Yeah, good enough. I'm probably going to stop leveling at 150. That's kind of the understood, quote-unquote, cap in the meta game, as they call it. Okay, so that is... I'll do it, yep. So let's go to... I thought there was a cap in the meta game, Karen. Like, kind of an understood, like... I don't know. I guess around that point, stats start becoming a little more meaningless, also, a bit. You don't get a whole lot of bang for your buck beyond investing stats there, do you? Unless you just want to be, like, literally everything. Have 40 and everything and be a caster or strength, and that's just boring. But yeah, that is true. People in chat are saying that soul memory will just keep increasing. But are there that many people who just throw like 40 in every single stat and then just and their character is devoid of personality and meaning? I hope I can get this on my first try, because let's see, that platform is where Lucatiel was, so I need to get over there. I wonder if it'd be easier if I came from the other bonfire. The character's more leveled though, so this shouldn't be any big deal. Yeah, poisoned. If I threw a fire bomb at them, would that set it on fire? I'll probably stop at 150 though, just for, I don't know. It just feels right to me. Alright, let's not get too crazy here. I always forget where this platform is exactly. Is that it? There? Past these pods? It's around where this worm is, right? If I'm not sure, I can just light it up and... Oh yeah, I can see it though fine from here. That's right here. Yeah. I think it was off screen I went ahead and opened this up.
Finally, you are here, young undead. Now, open the depths of darkness. Young undead, the dark awaits you.
Apparently it awaits that worm up there too. So yeah, you can buy bonfire aesthetics from him and a couple of human effigies if you need them, or a few, and then some dark shit. It's profound still. Oh. Requirements are pretty hefty though. Requirements.
The mouth to the dark chasm is not normal. If you seek the dark, young undead, you must offer a human effigy.
Sure. I would love to. How, did you get it?
Shine
Again, that makes no sense. Absolutely not. Oh, whatever.
as you wish.
Alright. Let's heal up. Because it's... These areas are treacherous, man. Hello?
Young may the dark.
Can I go? Yeah?
Young may the dark.
Right? Oh, duh, I'm not in the Covenant.
Young
Of course. Yeah, dark shine. Wait. Back to being an abyss, bro. Apparently my devotion to the rats was not sufficient to enter the dark dimension. Alright, Avalon is a lifesaver, or any range is a lifesaver here. I might actually need to bow if I can't lock onto them. Trying to lock on. There we go. Not sure if dark bolts really do the trick here. They might. Oh crap! Right. Very easy to aggro two of them at once, but if I can get them just to come over here and really fuck my shit up. It's because of the turtle guy. Alright, this is better. Well, almost better. Guys have a shitload of health too. Ooh. Glad I'm wearing the smelter armor. That's sort of a flame. I think that's flame sweep. Alright, get here where I can see ya. They are very aggressive phantom enemies. And then there will be one of those, one of those ladies, sorcery caster ladies, who do sorceries on you, and miracles on you. And they heal too? Fuck that. Poisoning them is my preferred way of dealing with them, but... In fact, that probably would be more efficient if I just threw the poison daggers in. So be very careful about where you go, because the ground has a way of just not existing periodically in the abyss. Now there's the torch. I forget if when you light the torch up, chat, do you know, do you have to kill all of the black phantoms here, or can you just, like, book it to the exit at that point? Have I killed everybody? Nope, they're still... Another big hammer guy. Again, like I said, these are the enemies that I just struggle with, and I don't quite altogether get why. Just not good at avoiding them. Who are you hitting, dude? Fortunately, these guys stagger easily. I prefer safely dealing with them. That should be enough. No, Karen, don't do this to me. I'm right at the end. Oh. Oh. Karen's helping? Karen, you monster. It looks like I can't... Oh, shit. I can't leave until I deal with this. Wait, is there another monster left? Oh, that does a lot of damage. Nice. You tried to troll me, Karen, but I will have none of it. Okay, so you're left. Oh, thank you for the bonfire set. If you're invaded by players, do they always drop those? The thing about pyromancy to keep in mind is that the range is limited. So if you can get just out of range... course, the phantoms roll around like spazzes, so that's a problem. God, they have so much health. I feel like at this point I could smack the shit out of this pyromancer, though. There we go. Now I think that's the end. Yes. Thank you. Okay, that means there's one more to do.
Fine. Now, young.
Shouldn't I have leveled up? Yeah.
Method.
Alright, there's one more left. And then, what sucks the most about this covenant is that there's a boss you have to fight when you do the third one. It's not an easy boss, too, and, well, if you lose, then you have to do that last area again. That sucks. And, of course, you have to pop an effigy every time you want to go back as well. Dark Souls life is a tough life, man. What can I say? But the last spot is over yonder. Past these cursed dudes. These curse-causing dudes. Cursing-causing dudes as well, occasionally. I want full health every time before I go in here. Hope this board won't cause a problem with dimensional travel.
Finally, you are
How come you're not giving me rank 2 in the Covenant, sir?
young.
Ah,
The mouth of the dark chasm is not normally.
I know, I know. Again, dark shine. Yeah, okay. Alright, last one. They love their RPG names. Well, apparently this is very difficult. Because a lot of people... Oh, that's probably why. People just cavalierly running in and then... Boop. Dead. Alright, I don't remember who all are in here. None of them are easy. Need to get him a little more out in the open. Oh, not enough. So all of the Black Phantoms have a fairly decent chance of dropping Bonfire Ascetics, so if you need an unlimited-ish amount of them, then... Which I don't think you should, really, because there are plenty of them that you just find on your own. Looks like this is more of a Dex enemy kind of hangout. And there's the sorcerer. So boom, yeah, Bonfire Ascetics. And that was without any item hunting gear on. So let us light one up. maybe deal with this one from range. That was emit force. Yeah, all that vigor was a good investment. Is that the last one? I am not good at this boss. It's coming up, so... debating what to do about that, because if you lose, you have to do all this again. It's slow, it's kind of tedious. Purely optional boss, of course. They make you work for it. But I'm a little worried my character doesn't have quite what it takes for this, but maybe I'm wrong. It looks like, though, I chose... this is probably the easiest of the 3 areas. If I do have to do a place over and over again, then it's good that it's this one. Gotta love that Avalon, man. So, is that it? Thank you. Actually, it does look like there's something past the boulder, but... nope. Not the case. Yep. So this is it. It's not fine work yet. So, hell, here we go. Welcome to the Dark Lurker. Of course, you also have to do this fight by yourself. You can't get help for it. Not having range is... well, I do have range, but... I'm surprised I dodged that, actually. Yeah, that doesn't hurt Dark Lurker that much. Of course, the boss fight seems tame now, but it gets worse before it gets better. I should two-hand. This attack is the one I have the most trouble with. Because a ball of dark shit comes out and you have to dodge it just in time. Shit. Okay, that I'm not surprised hit. I'm just not doing enough damage for my liking. I'm assuming this boss is weak to lightning weapons. That's a pretty safe assumption, but I don't have like light bolts or anything like that. Oh, great. So this is the problem right here. Double the fun. The bright side being you can hurt either of them and there's no like, it's not, what am I saying? There's no fake one. Either one will deal damage to the whole of the boss's health. Just having time to get a heal break in is... oof, shit. Yeah, I'm in trouble now. I think there's a fireball heading my way. Oh, Jesus. Where's the second one? Should have just enough time to get a heal in and run. Well, almost run. Whew, okay. Surprised I hit the boss there, actually. Oh, this boss has way too much health left for my liking. Where did the other one go? Okay. Uh-oh, that was a bad idea. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. If you can hit both of them at the same time, then you're have good fortune, but I mean, really just run around like a spaz and things might work out. If you can get far away enough from them, you should be safe to heal. Like, just barely once. Heal before that fire comes at me. I'm about to run out of flasks. Alright. What are you doing? Okay, fire. Oh boy, fire and this at the same time. Alright, that's... Oof. Shit, where's the second one? Uh-oh. Shit. Uh-oh, yeah. I mean, I had the general right idea, but just wasn't quite good enough at dodging and ran out of flasks. Close, though. Close. And it was a nice try. I think it was. So, let's see. Debating here. How about we do some co-op with some of these New Game Plus bosses I want to deal with? What do y'all think about that? That sound good? That's a good point, Otto, whatever your name is. The Mastodon Halberd might actually be a better weapon for that fight. I'll tell you what, let's try one New Game, Bonfire Aesthetic New Game Plus boss. See if anyone wants to co-op that, and then we'll try that again. Now I'm just trying to remember which boss I actually want to get on New Game Plus. The gargoyles drop an item hunting ring, but I may not actually need that. Let's see. The skeletons drop a casting ring, I want to say. Oh no, here's what I want to do. That's right. Let me show you a secret first. And the chariot drops the Chloranthy ring, which I want. But a most valuable ring, and just out of curiosity, I want to see if I can, how soloable this is. I'm thinking not very. Where am I going? But it's a pretty safe bet that I'm going to need co-op help with, oh yeah, there's you guys. Another purely optional thing you can do up here. Oh, actually, do they... Hang on, chat. Do they show up here, or do you have to do New Game Plus or a Bonfire Aesthetic? I have to be in New Game Plus for this to work? You can get a Ring of Blades +2, but I forget if it's... I'm hearing mixed things. Can I use an aesthetic, or do I need to go to New Game Plus? Okay, I'm being told aesthetic works. And chat, just so I don't fuck myself over, it's this bonfire that does it, correct? Just don't want to burn the room. I'm getting mixed messages here from the chat. I'm hearing this won't work and that it will work. So why don't we do one that will work? Or one that I know will work, at least. Let's go here. Do you know this one will work? Let's talk to this guy real quick.
I've no use for you and trot along home.
Ugh. Never mind. You have to join the Covenant to actually get him to do anything with you. You're a jerk. Alright, so Undead Chariot in New Game Plus or Beefed Up with an Ascetic drops the Chlorantha Ring +2. Very good stamina ring. It's good to have, so you burn this bonfire to get that to happen. You only live once. Now to actually get to the boss, though, I have to go. So if anybody wants to co-op this boss, then we can do the bridge approach. And I should probably pop an ascetic. Or a effigy, excuse me. I'm starting to lose my damn mind, I tell you. Again, God of the Day is Fortune. Oh, it's our friend Belodi. What a guy. So you can see that treasure is back because I used the ascetic. I got it, my original, whatever I'm saying. Original run, I got that off camera and it's back. So that bonfire influences this area. And if I run into another sign, then, oop, I heard one. We got Sighted Tortoise and Sane. Sighted Tortoise didn't get any play the other day, so let's bring him in. Maddie, I love you, man. You'll hear from me again. So theoretically, all the enemies in this area are a wee bit harder. But I'm more interested in going to this fucking chariot. Let's see, where's that? Where's that guy? There he is. He definitely hits hard. Sure. And let's take that ring back off, put my somewhat weak-ass stamina ring back on. The Giant Lord is another boss I want to use an ascetic for. I'll probably do that one off camera, though, because you can't co-op for it and it's not too terribly interesting to watch a second time. But you get the Ring of Giants +2 from him, which boosts your poise a fair bit. Be careful, Sighted Tortoise 6. I aggroed too many of them at once. Oh dear, way too many of them at once. Let's... That was uncomfortably close. Too close for Sighted Tortoise 6. Okay. This is more manageable now. That New Game Plus, huh, guys? Right? 'Cause that's why that happened. Is that the rest of them? Yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's that Phantom at the end, which I'm not a fan of. So chat, did we get a confirmation on if Bonfire Ascetic works in Castle Drang Lake for the Ring of Blades +2? Wandering Newbie says yes. Good. Thank you for checking. Pyromancy's kind of badass. Looks like it's just you and me, Belody, against this chariot. What's this? Oh, cool. I didn't know you could, thank you. So the silver ring is what gives you extra souls, if you happen to need to do soul farming. If you really want to push yourself to the higher tiers of soul memory. Heard this may not even be a stream watcher, but why not? We've seen this before, so may as well make it go fast. Wasn't wearing the ring, so it's probably a filthy puppy. Alright. So let's try to not fuck this up. So as far as I can tell, excuse me, skeletons. As far as I can tell, there's nothing substantially different about this fight in New Game Plus mode. But it's possible that you actually need to be in New Game Plus itself. I think there are situations where the bonfire aesthetics don't trigger everything. And those are just... Don't be overly tempted by those fading souls on the ground. Sometimes I'm staying there off to the side and it'll still... Oh no, not a Tada. Ooh, is this gonna trigger? Yes. I need to kill that necromancer. Alright, let's be careful here. Alright, I will get that necromancer. Because having skeleton dudes on your ass is not fun. There we go. Love that kicking move it does. Oop. Don't love that so much. Yeah, you know, I'm not actually fighting the chariot here. I'm fighting skeleton horse guy. Man. Two-headed. Was it two? No, that's just part of the whatever. It's not a two-thirds Cerberus horse. Uh-oh. Probably should have beefed up my dark defense before coming in here. But this should... There we go. Thank you, Belody / Enter the Gauge, for all of your help. So that gives us the Chloranthy Ring +2. Even more of a stamina boost. Not sure about the precise figures. Let's see, any other bosses I should do right now? I want the Ring of the Giant. Oh, let's try that Castle Drangleic thing. Because that Ring of Blades +2 is very important. Not a fight I particularly want to solo. So, if you want to do co-op for that, put your thing by the Castle Drang Lake bonfire. I will grab ya. What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. Fortune is the god. Oh, wait, okay. Wandering Newbie said, okay, I have to actually beat off the final boss first before this will work, so let's table that for the time being. Okay, any other bosses that are important now to do now? I want the giant ring, but I'll do that just off air because that's not particularly compelling. Skeleton Lords and Scorpioness, says Karen. Probably a good idea. Skeleton Lords should be pretty easy. Which is it? The Undead Lockaway bonfire I need to super kindle to get to them? Okay. So let's go there next. If anyone happens to be around for the summoning. Let's burn that shit, baby. You only live once. They give you a ring for, kind of for casters, but who knows, I might shift this guy around and make him kind of casterly. Oop. I may do some experimentation. So we got Sided Tortoise and Belody. Totes Bro Squad. So I'm just going to try to book it straight to the boss. Which is the wrong way to go to book it to the boss. Whoa, he's really excited about attack. I'm gonna have to contend with that invasion also, second time. I probably shouldn't just run straight through. Can't be too damn it, Karen. How do you do it, Karen? How do you always find me? Can you be invaded by a regular person and an NPC at the same time? And where do phantoms spawn from? Oh, there's Karen. Let's go in here, guys. For safety. Okay, you're new. Where did you even come from? What if this was Karen? Wow, there's... Karen, did you bring a party with you? Hey. Hi, guy. Alright, I'd like to deal with you not on the cliffside, preferably. Belody, get in here! No! Alright, Karen. You and me again. Oh, dear. Oh, fuck. Do I have the... No, I don't. Karen! I will not let you cast your evil magics. Oh, I could have done the super attack against you there, I think. Woo! Not best me, Karen. People may remember that Karen did go rogue near the end of Dark Souls 1, and has persisted into this game. Evil Karen, evil Lindsay Karen. Oh, right. Okay, let's deal with this in a safe environment. That's the thing with invasions in this game, is that they just don't happen as much, because getting orbs is, well, one, there's no permanent orb, and then secondly, they're just not all that common. The cracked versions, that is. It's kind of silly. I think there should at least be a permanent orb for the Brotherhood of Blood Covenant. Because, you know, it's late enough in the game that you can't really take advantage of new players with it. You make invasions more accessible. I think that's why a lot of people stick to the Bell Covenant or the Rat Covenant, because those invasions are limitless. You don't need an item to actually, or a limited use item to go in there. Alright, let's see if anybody made their way over here. Or am I going to have to New Game Plus this myself? Cider Tortoise is back. Looks like it might just be you and me, buddy. Actually, I've not fought the... I've actually not fought the Skeleton Lords in New Game Plus, so I don't know if there's any new tricks. Well, let's find out together. Let's see, let's do one at a time. I have an irrational fear of New Game Plus bosses, though it seems more than doable so far. Alright, come on, dead guys. Rise from that. Man, I'm just beating up skeletons, leave me alone. Uh-oh. Okay, let's actually... Oh dear. Oh dear. Gotta take this boss at least a little seriously. Hang on, treasure. Okay. Didn't know these guys even drop stuff. Oh. Kinda glad, well, kinda sad and kinda glad this is the only place in the game where you encounter boner wheels. Good stuff. So clear a bluestone ring +2. That shortens spellcasting time by probably a fair bit. Alright, so... Velstadt. Velstadt gets you the Super Royal Soldier's Ring. But if I do that, that'll also make King Vendrick stronger, I think. Better to take the king out first, yeah. Maybe I should do that later. Yeah, let's boost vigor to 40. Wine, well, could use a little more stamina though, maybe. Although the bonuses are kind of negligible at this point. I'll stop at 50 though. Any other bosses, guys, that I should consider doing now, New Game Plus mode? If not, I'll cap the stream by trying the dark thing one more time. Oh, the Scorpioness, right. Thank you, Karen. So that is the Shaded Ruins bonfire. That really has to be the only one, correct? Yeah. So lay down your signs, folks. What if you can get Tark again for it? Shit. Losing my mind. Should probably stop streaming soon. YOLO. Alright, no signs. So let's... Did the statue turn to? No, he's fine. He's not statued. Let's see. Sighted tortoise, Karen, Belodi. Let's get Karen and Belodi. Excuse me, I'm trying to summon my friends. All right, have fun dealing with that, guys. I gotta go. Cause I gotta book it to this boss. Oh, you're back too. Passalist, so stupid. It's a nice thing, you can run through practically the entire... Well, that's the case for, like, most areas in the game. You can just kind of run through them. And here we are. Where are they at? Let's try the halberd for this fight. Nice work, Belodi. I'm gonna go fight the boss. Oh my, it's just a lady, and oh my god, she's actually a scorpion sorceress. How can this be? Whoa, she hits like a truck. Okay. Wow. Wow. Shit. Okay. That's it's pretty rough. But I have an idea. Do I have... Yes. Use the magic shield for the fight. I'll just try it by myself. Magic shield blocks almost all magic damage. If you magic enchant a magic shield, maybe it does even more. Who knows? There's plenty of people who know. But since she uses sorceries, and that is really hard to say, perhaps this will help. Of course, if she actually physically attacks me, then there's the matter of stability possibly not being great, because this is a tiny little dinky shield. Let's see if this is a disaster. Has way less health when you don't summon people, that's for sure. She hits hard. Go underground or use magic this time. Oof. Okay, that is a huge improvement. But still the whole matter of needing to hit her. Your husband doesn't love you. Standing here is a handy thing to do. And she does that because she can't pop up here. Because stairs. Now I can actually do that. Have my shield up. Well. I hit her with the not pointy part. The shaft. Need to get a better feel for the timing of her attacks. I'm not rolling at the correct time. And the little 1-2 poke seems to work. She's about to, yeah. There we go. Oh, right, so Southern Ritual Band +2 gives you 2 extra miracle slots. If you're into that, which maybe you are. And the big thing I want is the Royal Soldier Ring +2, but I'd really rather kill off Vendrick first. Just so I can get his stuff and not need to deal with him in New Game Plus mode. He already takes a while to whittle down. And chances are I'll only have 4 out of the 5 giant souls to take it. People are saying to get Gower's Ring, but I think that is only a New Game Plus thing you can do. I don't think, as far as I know, you cannot get it with Bonefire Aesthetics. Oh, no, people are saying you can. But... maybe later. What else? People are saying Ancient Dragon. I don't think that's going to happen today. Let's... oh, decisions. I want to try Vendrick one more time. Because if I can do Vendrick now, then... in New Game Plus mode, then I can do the New Game Plus thing, do Velstopt, get his thing. Lots of little things to do. Let's pound that vigor up to 40. He is a real Vendrick. for sure. Biggest thing is, can we just run past him? Or run past everybody. And get to him. Certainly doable, it's just tedious. And you can't summon folks for Vendrick. You can summon people here, but then they'll disappear when you go in that fog door. I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Let's see if I can just run past everybody. I'm being very sneaky. There we go. Not at max HP, but wonder if this or the halberd would be a better choice. Halberd does more damage, and I'll need a two-hand. Well, if I use the sword, then I can get one block in before I get stunned, and usually that's enough to where I can get enough stamina to roll away from him, whatever follow-up he does. Let's try that. Be conservative, because man, he's got some hop in his step still. See, I only have 4 out of the 5 souls, and I'm doing a little bit less damage than, well, a lot less actually than I was doing before. That's because I don't have all of the giant souls yet. I mean, you can fight Vendrick if you don't have any giant souls, if you have, 45 minutes to spare. Vendrick is so gross, man. Oop. So it'll take a little bit longer. And I'll probably edit the whole fight out because you've seen most of it already. Yeah, this is gonna I mean, even with most of the giant souls, it's gonna take a while. It's a simple fight, but I mean, one tiny mistake and then you can die instantly. I should probably buff my weapon with something, but what is he? Oh! I did not know he could do that. Interesting. Did not know he could curse you. You learn new things every day in Dark Souls. Yeah, I've never seen him do that before. I thought he was a mindless hollow. He's not allowed to have tactics and strategy against me. Well, maybe I'll just do that off camera too. Yeah, you may be right. Hear us say it may be easier just to not even bother with the shield. I have it for insurance, just because, one little nick, you may get staggered. That may have enough time to roll away before he does a follow-up. Maybe. I don't know. But I think that's probably enough for one day. So I'm going to call it here, folks. Thanks for hanging. I'll do a couple of minor things off air. And then we'll, tune in next time if you're into that. If you like Dark Souls still, after all this. Maybe you do. Maybe you want to watch again later. I don't know. Bye.